You must have seen the riskometer whenever you look up information on any mutual fund. The riskometer normally comes up, and one always wonders what is the use of this riskometer. Now, before October 2020, the riskometer for each category of funds was fixed by SEBI, but from January 1, 2021, a new riskometer was introduced. Now, this was done because within the same category, different funds have different risks. So, for example, when you have invested in a short-term plan, there might be a fund that is taking higher amount of credit risk or higher amount of interest rate risk, but all funds in that category were categorized under one risk category. Now, the new riskometer works on quantitative parameters, the underlying holdings of a fund to calculate the risk of a fund. So, of course, there are 6 different risk levels that are assigned, which goes from low to moderate, to moderately high to very high. Now, the risk parameters for equity funds that are considered are market capitalization, the volatility, and the liquidity. The 3 risk scores are then aggregated to arrive at the fund's overall risk score. And then the funds are bucketed between the 6 labels, as I mentioned, from low to very high. For debt funds, the parameters used are credit risk, which is basically looking at what is the rating of the fund, interest rate risk, which is based on the duration of the fund, and liquidity risk, which considers the instruments which are listed and unlisted and assigns weights to them. And based on this, the risk for a particular debt fund is arrived at. Now, the new methodology will capture all the relevant parameters from where potential risk can come in any asset class, and the riskometer score can change if the fund changes the nature of instruments in the portfolio. So, the next time when you're evaluating a fund, the first thing you need to look at is the riskometer to see if the risk that the fund has ties in with the risk that you are willing to take. Thank you for watching.